slept over here tonight at the Bathurst Arms. It's got a backpackers at the back. Typical what you would expect of a backpackers. But last night we were a bit concerned because this is the parking area. They told us we could put the bikes right underneath the big tents over here. How's it? Cool. Do yourself. Thanks. Laat jy hulle oopmaak voor hulle oop is?
Nee, ek het daar verby geloop.
Ja. Alright, day 2, here we go. No, sorry, day, what's this now? Day 4. See, I've lost count because we've skipped a day. Now I don't know where we are anymore. So we're going to go to the Bradshaw Mill. Apparently, it's very impressive. Big water wheel that's turning to when they used to run the mill down there. So old technology, requires no Eskom. Slowly but surely we're returning to all of that. But Elaine's been bugging me to do some off-roading because up until now we've just tried to get to the coast and there was very little off-roading apart from that one between Lady Grey and what was it now, Jamestown yesterday. That was a pretty nice off-road. So this little bit of off-road, nothing to write home about. Out of Bathurst on the way to the Bradshaw Mill. Later on today we're going to go on our route to Jeffreys Bay. Not going to be much off-roading. But when we leave Jeffreys Bay tomorrow towards Gqeberha and Mossel Bay, there's going to be some nice off-road tracks that we can do along the coast. So I'm excited for that. Can't wait to do that. Off-roading next to the sea. That's what life is about. Right, so unfortunately Bradshaw Mill was closed, so we're not going to see that. That's the negative thing about getting on the road a little bit earlier, although it's already almost 8 o'clock, 20 to 8. So we're going to go to Kenton on Sea now, and then just outside Kenton on Sea there's going to be a dirt road that goes towards Jeffreys Bay along the coast. So we're going to take that one. First goes through Gqeberha or Port Elizabeth or whatever you want to call it. So I've never driven that dirt road, so we'll see what it looks like. Hopefully it's awesome scenery next to the coast and so. It usually is. That's farm areas, so I guess it's going through the farm fields. So unfortunately we couldn't see Bradshaw Mills, so now we're going to get on the road. So just outside the town of Bathurst over here, there's the world's biggest pineapple. It's a fake pineapple, but people like to build things and then claim it to be the biggest of something, and then it's fake. In Mossel Bay, or sorry, not Mossel Bay, in George, there's something called the biggest strawberry in the world, on the strawberry farm. So we'll have a look there as well. When we get to that area. I don't think we're going to do that with the bikes though. We're going to be in Mossel Bay where our friends has got a car, so we'll probably go with that. And yeah, the biggest pineapple in the world. I don't know if you guys ever seen what pineapple plants look like. They kind of look like the leaves of the pineapple that's pushing out the top. Here on the right hand side you can see some pineapple plants. The world's biggest pineapple. Luckily they are open, I haven't seen some open. Here you can see some pineapples growing. I think you can see them on the Osmo. They're a little bit small. The DJI Osmo, a perfect alternative to GoPros. It's about half the price compared to the GoPro 9 with stabilization and pretty good picture quality, in my opinion, for what I do. I'm not a filmmaker, I'm not going to make feature films, so this is perfect for me. I use DJI's drones, so the Osmo Action is a pretty cool little device at, like I said, half the price of what a GoPro costs. The new ones are a little bit more expensive though. The Osmo Action 3 is also about 10,000 Rand, and that one competes obviously with a, I don't know what GoPro's up to now, the 12? The world's biggest pineapple. It is pretty huge, isn't it? Ja, hierdie lyk soos die blare wat aan die bokant groei, sien jy? So ek neem en jy pluk nou die vrug en dan begin hy net weer met die blare. precious. Madeleine is very inquisitive. She wants to check out everything. I'm not so much. Only certain things interest me. And a big fake pineapple is definitely not one of them. Sal en George sal ons by die strawberry ook gaan draai maak. Alright julle. You know what? This KLR community amazes me. It's day 4 and I've met about 4 people now already that comes up to me and says, nice KLR. All of them in cages. I just met a guy from Mpumalanga, from Middelburg. So, almost as far away as we are. And he came up to us and says, Lekker KLR wat jy raai. So, it really is true that it's got a cult following. And it's easy to see why. I hope I never have to part. I suppose, once I get onto something like a Tenier or a new GS800 or a Transalp, maybe I'm not going to want to ride this one anymore. So I'm putting that off until something absolutely has to happen for me to switch. But for now, this is my baby. So that backpackers that we stayed in last night is a typical, no offense, but it's a typical hippie, low budget, student tourist type of backpackers, and it's exactly the type of thing that you'll see in places like the UK and London, where it's a communal backpackers. This one was a little bit dodgy in terms of a very dirty kitchen, very dirty shower, but it's got warm water. The rooms were clean and the bedding was clean though. It's just that the ablution facilities weren't that great. But it's typical what you expect of a backpackers. I told Madeleine she should lower her standards a little bit. If she's used to bed and breakfasts and Airbnbs, which tend to take a lot more care in cleaning stuff. Whereas backpackers is cheap overnight accommodation. We paid 150 Rand per person to sleep over there, and that's what we would have paid to camp as well. And for that we got a warm shower again and a proper bed, bunk bed. We are now entering the town of Kenton on Sea. We're going to look for some place to eat breakfast before we head on further towards Jeffreys Bay. We're going to go in here and see if we can find a place to eat. Long police, what are you doing? There's a spa. I prefer some place to sit down, not by takeaways of some sort. It looks like there could be something over here. The Boardwalk Bakery. Almost got taken out by a guy reversing, but that's my fault. The Naked Food Market. Daar was plek daar, hoe kon jy nie langs my kom stop nie? Daar was plek. Nou, ek kar het nou gery. Trek hom op. Okay, we've just left Kenton on Sea. Had a nice breakfast. I had a toasted chicken mayo. Seemed to be made on homemade bread. And just after Kenton on Sea, there's a dirt road, Bathurst Road, Boknes. So we're going to take that one. Hopefully it's a little bit more exciting than tarmac all the way. So I really don't want to be sitting behind trucks and cars the entire way to Port Elizabeth. Now there's people going down this road in any case. I thought it was a dirt road. It might not be. This doesn't look very dirty to me. Okay, so the first bit was tarmac, and then it turned into gravel over here. Pretty rough riding, and there's a light, typical Cape type weather rain as well, but at least it's not tarmac. But a lot of cattle in this area. Seems like it's dairy cattle. It's raining pretty hard now, as you could probably see on the camera. Well, not hard, but constant. And it's getting a little bit cold. But I don't want to stop and get out the jackets, because you tend to get wetter if you stop. So I'll rather just push through, see if we can find a place where we can stop, where we can stand under something and stay dry a little bit. Maybe get out the rain jackets, but it's not raining hard enough for rain jackets yet. These hills are so nice and green. I guess they've got a lot of rain here as well. I don't know if they usually get a lot of rain. Pretty awesome part of the country, this, just outside of Port Elizabeth, between Kenton on Sea and Port Elizabeth. It's pretty chilly now. I'm freezing, but look at the view. Is that saying nothing worthwhile ever comes easy? There's an old house there. I wonder if it's abandoned. It certainly looks like it. But I mean, look at that. Look at where I'd love to live there. Big truck. I lost my lane, don't know where she is. But no. We're coming up to two giant wind turbines. There's plenty of wind. The bike is weaving all over the place. So I don't see why people say they're ugly and they're not working. My opinion is we need a hybrid of all of these things. We need a hybrid of wind, we need a hybrid of solar, nuclear, coal, hydro, and the people that say that they kill so many birds, buildings and cats kill 10 times as many birds as a wind turbine does. The blades can now be recycled. Almost everything can be recycled, even solar panels nowadays. Dollos coastal defense system, a proudly South African product. The guy that invented them obviously got the idea from the game of tic-tac, or from tic-tacs, and it simply works by dispersing the waves that crash into it in many different directions, breaking up the power of the single wave hitting the coastline. This and variants of it is used worldwide thanks to a South African. If she falls and it's on camera, it's going to be funny. Wind turbines, massive wind turbines. We're going to go past them very closely now. Madeleine wants to get out and take a photo, wants to stand next to one. I don't know how you're going to stand next to one of these things. You feel like you're almost always next to them. They're so massive. I don't know, man. I think this is pretty damn awesome. Signs of progression, signs of technology. Just because you can see them doesn't make it worse than people say you can't see coal. Really, go up to Gqeberha, you can definitely see air pollution.